Hey guys, so I'm gonna do just a quick little vlog with a few tips on taking pictures of your kids. Sierra asked for some tips since they just got a new camera, and she wanted to know about taking some pictures of Charlotte. So I kind of tried to do like this big setup earlier, and it was just a hot mess. So I'm just gonna sit here and talk for a minute. So basically, the yawning, man. I'm so over the yawning every time I start to talk. Anyway, so basically my number one tip would be to use natural light. Make sure that your kid is in natural light regardless of what kind of camera you're using. So what I do is I kind of look for like the best light source in my house, somebody else's house, if I'm like taking newborn pictures and whatnot. So you just want to, like you would open the door, open the windows, that kind of stuff. Like for Brendan's newborn picture, the one where she has the big bow and it's pink behind her, the big flower or whatever, that was taken on my dining room table. We have double like French door type thing in our dining room area, and I put her opposite of the doors, and I stood in front of the doors and I shot that way so that the natural light coming in from the back of the house was shining on her. Let's see, what is another picture? I guess for her 3-month pictures, which was again the pink background. She had on the big flower, and it had like lights in the background, like in the blanket. I took that in her bedroom. There's one window in there, so it said the window was here, and is that the best way to describe it, I guess? So the window is on the front of the house, right? And then her crib is on the back side, and then the dresser is on the other side, across from the crib. The particular time of day that I took the picture, the light comes in at an angle in her room, so it's more towards the dresser. And what I did was I just tucked the blanket into the drawers of the dresser there, and I put the boppy under the blanket, and we just propped her up, and Alan made noise, played toys, whatever behind me so that she would look my direction. And that was how I used the light in her bedroom. Let's see, the rest of her pictures have been outside. So yeah. So if you're going to do pictures outdoors, a lot of people make the mistake of just going out when it's like the brightest time of the day, and when you do that you're going to run into a lot of squinty eyes, or you're going to get shadows so that they have like black eyes, and you're going to have like really harsh shadows from their nose and then from like their chin and stuff. So when I shoot, I tell clients that the ideal time of the day is in the evening. It's going to vary depending on the year. Right now it's summer, so right now I generally asked for around 6 o'clock. By that time the sun's starting to come down, and I can do a lot of like backlighting and kind of get that like warm, fuzzy, kind of dreamy kind of picture and whatnot. But I posted a picture for Cloth Diaper Week last week of Bren outside, and that was during the middle of the day. If you're going to be shooting outside in the middle of the day, your best, sorry, she's grabbing the camera. Your best bet is to find an area of open shade, which is what I did that day. In my backyard, there's like a really, like a big, deep drainage ditch between like our property and then the neighbors that live behind us. And there are trees that grow up in there. So there was a bit of an overhang, and I just put her underneath the overhang of the trees for that. So there was plenty of natural light. She was lit really well, but she wasn't in direct sunlight. So yeah, that would be my number one tip. Number two is to have lots and lots and lots of patience, especially kind of the younger they are. When I was trying to do newborn pictures of her, I was having Alan help me. I'm so sorry. And, you know, I had to kind of keep repositioning her and all that kind of stuff, and he was just getting completely frustrated. Now it's a little bit easier because we can kind of make noise and she responds to the noise and looks and stuff. So yeah, have lots of patience. Number 3 would be to learn your camera. And that's even if you have just a simple point and shoot camera. They do have lots of other settings on them that you can change and play with for different you know, scenarios. If you have a DSLR camera, I highly recommend that you learn to shoot manually. You will love it and you will never go back. So basically what's happening if you shoot manually, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, is you are controlling the camera completely. If you shoot in any other mode, the camera is doing some of the work for you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're just learning. I started out that way. So yeah. I think that's it. She keeps trying to get the camera. It's on the floor. So I think that would be where I would start at for taking pictures of your kids. And you know, once you kind of get like the basic hang of it and feel of it, you know, you can kind of start looking into different settings on your camera and you know, shooting other ways. Yeah. I got her a bunch of new toys the other day, so she's all, ooh, ooh. Oh, she's watching the cat in the kitchen now. That's what that is. So anyway, guys, if you have any more questions or specifics about anything, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them and maybe do another vlog. Maybe the next time I take pictures of her, I will film it. And you guys can see that. Anyway, alright, I will talk to you guys later.